The Sony A95K is a powerful OLED TV with very wide colors, strong contrast, and excellent features, though its quantum dot layer prevents it from getting as dark as an OLED should. The OLED TV market is becoming more crowded now that Samsung has stepped into the field with its 95B model, but that hasn't slowed down Sony. Its latest flagship OLED TV, the Sony Bravia A95K, $3,999.99 for the 65-inch version we tested, boasts a quantum dot layer that enables an impressively wide color range, a Google TV interface that supports Apple Airplay 2, Google Cast, and hands-free Google Assistant, and behind-the-panel actuators that drive powerful, crisp sound. It has the same ambient light sensitivity problem as this 95B, however, and lacks that model's color precision and accuracy. But the A95K's interface is richer in features and much less frustrating than Samsung's smart TV platform. The LG C2, meanwhile, offers both fantastic contrast with visually perfect black levels and nearly ideal color for much less than the A95K, $2,499.99 for the 65-inch C2, which is why it remains our editor's choice. Some visual flourishes. The table stand for the A95K is completely invisible from the front, which is a big departure from the long, flat legs on the corners of the Sony A90J. Instead, the stand is a nearly foot-deep, flat, weighted panel that curves behind the TV and provides plenty of stability. This design means the TV leans a few degrees back, but this tilt is barely noticeable and nowhere near as significant as the one on Sony's EASL-like Aeon E OLED TV from 2017. The TV also supports standard VS mounts if you want to hang it on a wall. The A95K's panel is just a bit thicker than the quarter-inch OLED TV we've recently tested, such as the LG C2 and Samsung's 9, including the black plastic casing that covers the entire upper back. The screen measures a ½ inch deep. That plastic thickens out to a width of about 1.7 inches for the lower two-thirds of the TV where it houses the necessary electronics and ports. All recent OLED TV we've tested feature this sort of design, and although the thick black plastic means the screen is a bit thicker than typical, the overall depth here is comparable with the LG and Samsung models. These relatively minor visual distinctions mean nothing compared with the most distinguishing aspect of the A95K, the onboard Bravia cam. A short black rectangle juts above the top of the screen and shows off a camera lens and 2 microphone pinholes. This camera enables video chat on the A95K, along with picture optimization based on the lighting and sound conditions of the room. We generally recommend turning this kind of feature off, but it's available if you want it and appears to be more advanced than the one that accompanies the typical ambient light sensor on other TV. The lens features a mechanical shutter, and you can also fully unplug and remove the unit from the TV for privacy, or just to make the top of the TV look tidy. All ports face left or down on the left side of the TV rear panel. The left-facing ports include an HDMI port, USB port, 3.5mm composite video input, 3.5mm remote sensor input, and a set of spring terminals to accept center channel audio from an AV receiver. The spring terminals are notable if you want to incorporate the A95K into a home theater with existing stereo or surround speakers that get power from a receiver or amp. The connection is rare, but the panel vibrating actuators Sony uses in its OLED TV are capable of the very crisp, clean sound necessary for the often dialogue-focused center channel. A mic mute switch also sits on the left side, while the rest of the inputs face down just below that section, including 3 more HDMI ports, 1 ER port, another USB port, an Ethernet port, an optical audio output, a 3.5mm RS-232C port for control system integration, and an antenna cable connector. Like other Sony TV, the A95K uses the Google TV Smart TV. Google TV is a full-featured system that provides access to all the major video streaming services along with a generous number of more niche apps and services. It supports Google Cast for mirroring your Android phone or tablet, or Chrome browser tab to the TV. Sony also added Apple Airplay 2 support, a rare sight on a Google TV device, which ensures you can share whatever content is on your phone regardless of whether it runs Android or iOS. Unsurprisingly, BBC Planet Earth Roman 2 looks fantastic on the although the TV tends to push past ideal saturation levels regardless of the live color setting with an HDR signal. The greens and blues of plants and water look vivid and natural, not at all garish or cartoonish. Fine textures of bark and fur look clear and sharp whether they're in bright sunlight or dark shade. At its best, with this kind of content, the TV looks like a big, bright window into nature. Deadpool's red costume looks properly saturated in the cool, overcast opening scenes of Deadpool. Later, in the burning lab fight, the flames appear bright and show a good amount of variation between the different hues of yellows and oranges rather than just indistinct flickering yellow blobs. Shadow details in the same shots are clear. They look very dark and avoid a washed out, blown out, or muddy character. Black suits and hair both show plenty of detail in The Great Gatsby, with textures and contours that look clear and sufficiently dark in most shots. Some jackets appear slightly muddy depending on the frame, but generally, even the cuts of their lapels are visible if you look closely. Skin tones look natural, and white objects like lights and balloons look bright, balanced, and full of highlight detail. The Sony A95K is a striking, vivid OLED TV with plenty of features that benefits from both the Google TV platform and support for Apple Airplay. It offers a wider color range than any previous model in its lineup, though those colors aren't quite as accurate as on the LG C2 or Samsung's 95. The TV also, unfortunately, shares this 95B's issue with ambient light due to its quantum dot layer. The editor's choice winning LG C2 has perfect black levels and nearly perfect color, plus costs significantly less than either the A95K or the S95B. $2,999.99 for the 65. The A95K's crisp, clear sound and speaker connection make it a good choice if you want to integrate your TV into an AV receiver-powered surround system, but otherwise, we recommend the LG C2 because of its superior picture quality and friendlier price. Google TV also enables Google Assistant, which is generally quite forgiving when it comes to syntax. It can search for content, provide general information like weather forecasts and sports scores, and control both your TV and any compatible smart home devices. The TV far-field microphone enables hands-free voice commands, though you can also turn off the microphone via the settings or. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.